Hi everyone, Emma here. I'm back. So in the last video, this is stuff that I was organizing. In the last video, I added this strand and realized I calculated 7 inches for this and forgot to subtract my clasp. So we're gonna fix this. Um, yeah, and we'll add the two other strands. Maybe an extra strand, who knows, we'll see when we get there. So let me start by putting a bead on here. And it's probably a good thing that I messed up because I was trying, and let me enlarge this and adjust my camera angle here. I was trying to do a random pick of beads, but the majority of the beads are these gemstone beads. So it's kind of hard to do random if you're putting all the same beads on. It starts to, get these kind of 2 and 2 and 3 and 3, 4, patterns everywhere. So I think what we'll do is we'll just maybe, I like how these look, these guys here. So maybe we'll put that with these beads. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to think of the order of doing this, whether I should actually attach it and then string it, but yeah, that's the cheating way. So let's just start by taking this off at this point here. Okay, so I am going to put one of these melon beads, the metal ones, because it covers up the crimp. Okay, so actually, before we do this and take this off, let me measure I guess I gotta measure the clasp. Actually, that part doesn't matter. So, because we know that was 7. Here we go. Here and so we have to take probably an inch off. Let me see what the ruler says. So if you didn't see the last video, I woke up, well, I went to bed and I couldn't sleep, so I got up, decided I was going to make this bracelet. It's for a friend, so it's actually almost 2 inches. I am going to subtract 2 inches from this. So we'll do 5. We'll do 5 centimeters or 5 inches and then we'll measure it. How's that? So let's just put a bunch of these on. Let's do 5s and then the spacer. So yeah, so I got up out of bed to make this, and I was tired enough to make mistakes, not tired enough to go to bed. I find I get so excited. I don't want to go to bed. I just want to stay up and play with my beads. So, but that's when I make mistakes because I'm not alert. And we did start with this kind of dangly stuff at the clasp. So I'll quickly go over that, explain what I did. And I am going to make an adjustment to it. So we got 2, 4, 5, and one of these spacers. 1, 2. I am getting ready to draw for the giveaways. Let me get my ruler. Actually, this looks so much nicer than the random pattern that I was working on. So that's 4 inches. Which is, so 4 of these beads is an inch. What did I say? I have 4. So maybe 2 more sets of these, and then we'll measure it. So, yeah, getting ready to do the drawings. And hopefully people get back to me quickly so I can ship them quickly. Things are picking up again with the shipping. I'm surprised. The prices have gone up, but having a business account, they've extended the current prices to business account people till January, so that's kind of nice. And okay, so we have, so this is, let's move this a bit here. Okay, we've got 5 1/4, and this was 1 3/4. So that would take me to 7. Perfect. Okay, simple. That is, I like it when a plan comes together, not like last night. Okay, let's get one of these guys. So I'm putting a wire guardian on there. And I'm going to put my, oh, I need to put my crimp tube. So last night I had issues with these. I got from AliExpress. So you can see how thin they are. It's like a piece of aluminum in a circle. Like I would even say I could probably squeeze that if I had, like I have issues with my thumbs because of my surgery, but that's how crappy they are. So I do have these. So let me show you side by side how they look, the thickness. Let me enlarge this for you so you can kind of get a better idea. I don't know if that helps or not, but you can see how thick those are compared to those. So one of the things I did say is, you know, I learned the hard way when it comes to crimp beads and crimp tubes, don't chintz. Get the good ones. And my experience is I got these from Beadalon. These were the first, you know, proper ones that I got, and they work great. I do find the random one is super thin, so there may be some out there that are better, but I think so far my experience with Beadalon has been great. Anything I bought from them has been awesome. So yeah, okay, so down there. So let's attach this. Let's attach it to the opposite side here. So put that there, and it's going to go over the wire guardian as well, like that. So we're going to pull everything on like that. My light not, this stuff's kind of dark. So there, like that. And let's bring our crimp tube back. It's slid down. There we go. So let's put that in there. That. And squeeze that a bit. Move that like that. get the crimp, magic crimp tool. So we're going to use the third slot, this one closest to your hands. So get in there like that. And then squeeze. Perfect. Then take it to the first one here, but turn it 90 degrees. Like that. See if we can get some better light on that. Oh, it's the other light that's not giving us what we need here. There, that's better. Oh, my hand's covering the light. Okay, so just squeeze it. Make sure, take a look, everything's in there. Nice, it's not going anywhere. And we'll clip this one. And then slide everything down, and this guy covers that. Just like that. So that one's ready to go. I think we'll go ahead and put it on here. Let me cut this. I'm almost tempted to leave it loose like this for now and do the next strands and then do them all at once. The reason being is now that I have this measurement of these beads, I might reuse that. So let me just quickly show you what I have for these dangles and the clasp. So here's the clasp for the other side. Let's clip this off. There. I'll probably use that. I have a handful of those, so that's why. Okay, so this is the clasp. And I added this big jump ring and then this small one. And then on this side, this is the jump ring that the strands are going to be attached to. But then I also added some dangles. So there's, actually it goes this way, this bird. These beautiful cactus flowers. I just love these flowers. And then I made a dangle with this lovely chick. It's a coin bead. And I need to see if we can do, there, that's better. And a melon bead and a wire wrap. And then I have this lovely sewing machine. So I added this, but I think I'm going to take this off. And then this was a cabochon I got from Jill Wiseman's garage sale, not this past one, but the year before. I have a few of these, but what I did was I glued it to this. Now, really the bail is supposed to go inside here, but I wanted to make sure, because this is hollow, there's like a concave section to it, and it's just the lip around it that touches this. So I wanted to make sure there's lots of area of contact so it stays on there, and I just glued it with crazy glue. So let's I'll take it off at the end, I think. No, I'm going to take it off right now. I was questioning putting it on. I think sometimes because I'm looking for these findings that are the antique gold, and I don't have a lot of them, so then when I go to do something, I'll pull everything out. And then I'm like, let's put everything on here. So I go a little crazy. So let me take that off. Put this one back on. Close it up. So this person is a quilter, so that's why I put the sewing machine. I used to do baby quilts. I started when I was about 10 years old. And I added this extender chain because I don't know what size she is. So I'm making it a 7-inch. I'm pretty sure she probably has a 7-inch or more. And then with the extender chain, she can switch that up if she needs to. I'm just thinking that's not going to work. Yeah, I guess it will work because the extender chain would be this way. Okay. I'm very confused when it comes to extender chains. I should attach it like this, then there's no mistake in where it goes. No, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so next strand. This guy here. So let's cut this strand. These are lovely, like I think it's called English cut. And these have this beautiful mercury luster on them, but then it also has like a terracotta patina as well. So what would go nice with those? We need something spacer-ish. These, those are kind of nice. Or maybe these guys here. Let's actually line them up a bit and see if we make sure we have enough to begin with. Do you like my... This is the proper way to measure your beads. Just so you know, it's called the Emma method. It took me a long time to come up with this design, this technique. Aren't you glad you found YouTube? Okay, so there's 2 extra, and then we'll take some away as we're adding. We need something for this. So I have some spacer beads here. Let me put this back in here. I wonder... Let me see what this looks like. So I feel like it's a little too small. That one's not too bad. I feel like it needs something a little more elegant. But you know, this one too might... No. I almost feel like it needs more of a reddish, so maybe like this brown. I wonder if a copper spacer would work. Like something like this. Possibly. I have another bin of stuff, so let's take a look. So these are daisy spacers and bead caps. A little better, but still too small. And the shape of these I don't think will look good with a... Yeah, not liking that. Okay. Let me see about these guys. how that would look on a strand. Let's grab this strand here and put a stopper on it. Okay, we need I thought I put more. Oh, yeah, there. Up here. Put one of these. To start with. And then one of these. Let's try one. See what it looks like. Actually, that looks pretty good. Okay, let me string a few on and see what that looks like. These are beautiful. I have a bunch of these. Got them from Peggy's. Buy the beads. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's nice. Perfect. Okay. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's what I should say for the giveaway. It's time. It's time. Time to deliver a bouncing baby Swarovski. I am quiet right now and not as animated because my brain is going a mile a minute. So I have all the giveaway things to do. And then, which is not a big deal, it's just I have to do a video for it and do the drawing and then prepare all the packaging stuff. And I have a bunch of other projects I want to do, and Halloween is fast upon us. I have a bin full of Halloween stuff, and I've kind of been throwing it around trying to figure out what to do. And I've come up with an idea, but that takes some organizing and work. And then I want to do some more leather wrap bracelets. And I was organizing my office and came across, I didn't realize I had a bunch of the mermaid scale ginkgo bracelets that I had made. So I have about 10 different color variation bracelets. And I would have sold that at the garage sale, but I guess I wasn't ready to sell it because it was in a dish with my good jewelry that I wear all the time. So I don't know why I put it there, but so there's all kinds. And I wanted to do some bracelets to do a sale. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, I love it. This would be just perfect by itself. Look at that. Let's put another one of these melons on so you can see what it looks like. Look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh man, that's gonna look amazing. Okay. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So I just want to make sure we need an extra bead. So I've done this. Let me see if I can show you the whole screen. I've done this before on multi-strands where one strand was just short enough. Like if you had two beads this size, shorter, it makes the other one stick out a lot. So just be careful. Okay. Grab that. And a crimp tube. Put the crimp tube on. Then your wire guardian. Just pull it. I'm just going to hang on to this crimp tube because it gets lost in that bead. So then put your wire through your second hole in that wire guardian, like that. Now we're going to find our Let's put it here. Pop that on. That crimp tube goes right over that. That's the wrong side. Let's put that back. Goes right over that wire guardian. That's funny. Okay, let's pull this out a bit. And get this in here. Okay, pull it down. Make sure they're separated. Grab your tool, put it in the third notch here. Squeeze. Then bring it to the first one. And then turn it 90 degrees. And squeeze it to fold it over. Perfect. That looks really good. So then we'll cut that piece. Just making sure I didn't cut the other one. Okay, then bring all your beads down. And that should cover the, there, like that. And let's bring these guys together so we can see what they look like. Oh, this is going to be lovely. Oh, actually, you know what? We might not need a third strand. Okay, so, but we will. Let's make sure these are still the same, yeah. Okay, so let's use these as our guide for the next strand. I think we should use these melons. They're so pretty. They look very antique-y. And that's kind of the look that I'm going for. And I'm wondering if we should use more daisy spacers, because they turned out really nice on the last one. So let me just... That looks good. I'm just checking to see if we... There's a 3 more if we need to extend the length, but I think that'll probably do it. So let's get some more daisy spacers out. Okay, I need a strand because the other one's too short that I cut off. So this wire, in case you're wondering, is 7 strand, 0.46 millimeters, and that's what I use. And I just cut a piece off, like kind of eyeball it. I'm not too concerned about how much I use with this stuff. And I always keep, like the one that I cut off, this piece here, I always hang on to it. I have a bin that I put it in. And then when I go to do like earrings or something small, I use it. So let's put that on. And okay, so I do need some more of those melon beads. 2 more. One of these. One of those. That's the ones that were stuck together. Oh yeah, that's nice. Perfect. My wife's gonna come knocking at the door. Are you gonna have hot dinner, honey? She calls herself the bead widow. And she is correct. But when she teases me about that, I'll say, and I'm the NASCAR widow. She's like, you watch NASCAR, you like it. And I'm like, oh, I stepped in that one. Do you know what the funny part is that I like the most about NASCAR? It's the like the explanation of things and the all the safety stuff that they do and how the history of NASCAR and things like that. But we're looking forward to this one's really misshapen. Let me switch it out. That one's a bit misshapen too. When we start traveling again, we want to start going to some races. A few years ago, we went to Orlando, and it was so funny. So we're driving, and we're driving by a mall, and I said to her, like, we had a rental car. I said, look, it's Kyle's car, right? In the mall, inside the mall. She's like, what are you talking about? She thought I was nuts. Well, okay, no, let me rephrase that. She didn't think I'm nuts. She thinks because I make up stories. Now, the stories I tell you guys is real stories. But yeah, I do make up stuff to see if she's paying attention or stuff like that. And it's usually something like that. So what it was an M&M store, and they had one of Kyle's old cars in the store. So of course we had her. Once she saw that there was an M&M store, she's like, "Where did you see the car?" I was like, "I could see it from," and I can't remember why I saw it from the outside of the store, but that was so funny. We had so much fun in Orlando. So that was not the whole part of it. We ended up doing the Kyle Petty driver experience. So we were both going to drive. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Spacer bead. We were both going to drive, but this would have been her first drive ever. And I kind of wanted her to have that to herself. So what I did was I did the drive around with one of the professional drivers. Oh my God, it was so fun. I was giggling hysterically the whole time and for like so much time after I got out of the car. It was the most exhilarating thing I've ever done. It was so much fun. The driver was really funny too because, okay, so this is too long. So let's make sure. So I think it's too long by 2. So good to know. So when we drove into the track, you have to drive under the track. There's like a kind of a little tunnel that goes under. And there's a little shed. The guy comes out and signs you in, says, why are you here and stuff. I was jumping out of my seat then going, we're coming for a drive. We're coming for a drive. So he's like laughing, right? I didn't realize they take turns at the gate, the drivers. So when that happened, he was like, I want her. I'm going to take her on the drive around. He took me so fast and so close to the wall, I thought for sure we were going to hit the wall. It was the most incredible thing I've ever done. So much fun. So So I'm kind of, I'm not really a NASCAR widow if I enjoy it that much. But it's a little different when you're participating. So I'm looking for, or there we have it, the wire guards. So this is the third strand. And when I said a fourth strand, I was thinking maybe of doing, okay, we need our crimp tube. So I've got a crimp tube and the wire guardian. And I forgot what I was saying. Did you guys say that when you're younger, or your parents? Must have been a lie. You can't remember it. Must have been a lie. Okay, so let's get this guy on here. Oh, and I think I kind of wanted to do one strand of just seed beads. That's what I was trying to remember. So let's get this guy on here. Pull that down. Make sure these are separated. Do this. This just wants to flip around on me. Let me get it in there and then I'll separate the wires. Cover. Okay, then turn it into the first slot. Fold it over. Nice. Very nice. Do you know what's funny? When I first started doing YouTube videos, this is really funny. I would do a bracelet design and I'd think, oh, I wish I'd have taken notes on how to do that. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'll watch my own video and make the bracelet again. You guys think I'm so smart, right? Like, oh my gosh. Oh, this is amazing. Look at these guys. Okay, this one's hooked on something. I'm trying to figure out what happened here. There. It just went into the thing. Okay. Let's bring these down again. See what we got. Oh, this is lovely. Oh my gosh. That's gorgeous. So I was thinking of a strand of these guys. I feel like it needs some brown. Yeah, I think so. We could separate them. No, it's not. So let me see if I can grab what I have left. This is the last of these beads. These are Matubos. I think. You know what? They can't be Matubos. Matubos are better shape than that. But these are the last of the very first beads that I bought about 11 years ago. So I was doing leather wrap bracelets, and I bought, at the time, you couldn't buy stuff online the way you can now. So I would buy it through Etsy. And like something like this, you see, I don't have that many left. There was probably maybe enough to fill this little container. This is probably 10 grams of this size bead. And it was probably $5 for that. plus shipping. So you can imagine. So I cherish these beads. So these, when I put, actually, you know, when I make a bracelet for a friend, I like incorporating either a vintage bead or a bead that I cherish, because then it's like, it's a true friendship where you want to share what you have. Like, it's one thing to share a bunch of stuff that I bought, but to share, you know, one particular item that you value. Okay, so let's get another strand. Hopefully, I think that should be enough. Okay, I'll get one of these guys. So we'll put melon beads at the end of these as well. There. Let's just try and see if I can just grab these. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. So let me see, there's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then just, I thought I had some other, these guys. They're more of a copper. That's actually not too bad, so let's keep doing that. If I can find those. Those were other ones of those beads that I didn't have a lot of. Actually, I may not have enough to do this, now that I think of it. Because these ones are matubos. So you can see the consistency and the shape of these. I've got 4 left here, so that'll be enough for this. But look at how nice the shape is. And they're almost like a tube shape. They're not like rounded. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One of these. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's very faint, so it won't overpower it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see where we're at now. Okay, we went beyond the. So let's see what we have to take off here. We have to take off 5. So let's take off 3 and 2. So do 3 on this side. Like that. And then we'll undo this one. Take 2 off of this side. I'm gonna remeasure it because I've made that mistake before. Gee, I wonder when I did that. Last night. Perfecto. Okay, let's move these guys out of the way here. Keep moving my mat. Okay. What do we need? Wire guard, crimp tube. Put my crimp tube on. Get my wire guardian. Go through the second hole with the wire guardian. And I'm gonna find this guy here. Put that through. My crimp tube. Slide that on. And if you hear something in the background, that's my fan on my computer. Windows is doing an update. The nerve of them during my video. Okay, so let's slide this down. Oh, let's cut it first. Okay. Now, let's grab our little birdie. And let's attach it. All these guys to that. So we need to find some more wire guardians. Here's one crimp tube. Okay. There. Some more. So we need 4. And some crimp tubes. These are the junky ones. They're not. I need to move those out of that bin. These are the good ones. And 2 more. Okay. So I want to attach it to this here. I'm almost tempted to skip this and just attach it directly to this. The reason being is now it's going to make a difference in my length, but the extender chain will help with that. I find 4 strands might get bunched up on there. Yeah, I think I'm going to might take it off. Don't really need it. I got a little excited putting closed jump rings on. I got the inspiration from a picture on Pinterest, so that had multi-strand. And I'll just say for yourself, if you're into doing multi-strand bracelets, that it's a great tool to use. And you're not copying. What you're doing is you're getting inspiration. And I say that seriously because you know, some people might be like, oh, you got it from Pinterest, you're just doing somebody else's design. But first of all, a multi-strand bracelet was designed long before any of us have been around. Sorry. I'm trying to think why. Adjust my camera here. See if that. My hands keep moving to the edge, so. Okay, so. Yeah, so first of all, don't let people tell you that. And secondly, you couldn't possibly copy somebody's design because there's so many variations of beads. Now, there are some that are popular, certain beads that are popular, so you will see a lot of the same thing. But yeah, it's not, the chances are pretty slim that you would copy bead for bead. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that either. It's about getting out there and doing it, right? So if you have difficulty coming up with stuff, or you see a design that you really like, by all means, if you can source the beads and stuff, do it. If it means you're going to do it and have fun, and it's the way I look at it. But that's just me. If anybody to me says something about what you're doing, I feel like where is that coming from? What is going on with that person that they feel they have to, give you a hard time about something? So this is for pure joy of doing this, not any other reason. So let's cut this now. So there's one. Very nice. Let's put this guy here. So on this section, I would suggest you follow the same pattern. I'm too close up to show the whole thing. Okay, so go to the next bead that's on your strand. Unless you want things to twist, then you can do that too. But I want mine to kind of sit next to each other. Like, oh my God, look at. I knew the brown was going to look good. Brown and blue together is colors that you wouldn't normally think go together, but look at how amazing that is. That just looks. And let me remind you of the movie Pretty Woman. If you remember the dress that she had on, it was a brown polka dot, and I think the polka dots were like a golden color. I saw a documentary, and I'm trying to think. I think it had to do with the influences. I think it's a mini series on Netflix or something about different influences from media, so movies and television and stuff. And they interviewed the designer for that movie. Actually, no, they talked about the whole movie, so that's what it was. And when they talked to the designer, they talked about the influence that dress had. So apparently that dress has been so popular that it's been redone over and over and over. But the idea is it's this color brown with lighter golden-ish or copperish large polka dots. And it's kind of like a silky dress, really pretty. Okay. Back to the task at hand. So I'm just putting everything on the strand here. Get that in there. I might have to open this. Wow, these are strong. Let me just see if I can get that open a bit. There. That was crazy how strong that was. and pull it down. Okay, let's see if we can get in here. That. You know, it's funny, talking about doing videos. I said I thought my wife was going to come around to the door. She hears me talking. She's like, oh, she's having full-on conversations with her YouTubers. It's so funny. So let me. Okay, the next strand is this one here. Okay. The crimp tube. So when I was saying about watching my own video, the reason I mentioned that is because I really like this bracelet. I don't want to give it away. So I'm going to have to, I have enough of everything except for this one. I'll have to find something to match that one. Put it through the second hole. I'm going to remember that I'm enlarged so much that you might not be able to see what I'm doing when I move my hands. Okay, get this one on. That one went a little better than that. Let's get that crimp tube out here. So just so you know, when you're doing this, if you want to use the ends of this and you don't want it all curly, don't do what I just did. I just dragged it through the wire guardian and it curls it. So make sure you pull it through gently and then draw it through the one side of the wire guardian and then draw it down the other side. But if you just take the one in and pull it tight, the force of going through this will curl your wire. So just an aside. Oh, this is so amazing. Okay. Normally I do use those, but oh, this is lovely. Okay, and then the last one. This is kind of my style. Of course, I say that, but it's the style that I like going back to, this kind of antique, vintage look. But, okay, I need my crimp bead first. Crimp tube. Put that on. Then go through the one side. So this is what you should do, is draw everything down and then put this through here. Like that. So there, see how this is still nice and straight? And then take that and put it on. Slide that through the hole. Pull it down. I need to get my crimp tube out here. Put this through. You can tell I'm getting tired. It's hard to see. I need to enlarge it in my eyeballs. Okay, this doesn't look good. There we go. Where's the focus button for my eyeballs? I have been saying this for a while. I think I probably need to go get my eyes checked again. I'll have to check. It's only covered like through our insurance every 2 years. So, and the last time I went, they said my vision was the same, but if I was having issues, they would increase the focus. So like enlargement kind of thing in my glasses. So I'm like, well, go for it, because I need to see what I need to see. So there we go. Oh my God. This is so beautiful. Look. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so let's see. This one does, the brown one seems a bit short, but we measured it, so must be. Okay. Let's see where the chain is. Let's attach it to the chain. This is beautiful. This turned out really nice. Okay, so I'm going to display this so you can see what I have going on here. There's the sewing machine. Let's turn this one over. Well, let's see where the, okay, that one's there. That one's there. Yeah, let's turn this one. I'm a little OCD about this, and I'm sure you guys are the same. I want things to sit so you can see them all in the same direction. Okay, so machine and flowers. Oh, that's lovely. Bird. Oh yeah, perfect. There we go. There. This lovely bracelet for my friend. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for your patience. Yeah, don't bead in the middle of the night when you're tired. That's my takeaway. Take care, everybody, and stay tuned. The videos for the draws, I will probably do them first thing in the morning tomorrow. So today is Thursday night, so you will hear on Friday who's the lucky winners. Thank you, everybody, for the wonderful comments. It's been so much fun reading all the comments. Take care, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye.